Hello my friends and welcome to X4 Foundations. This is a modded playthrough with many quality of life mods added to the game. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a custom start scenario, and we're going to be playing with the following mods. First of all, we have 7 different custom start scenarios. 5 of them come with community alternate starts. One of them is the most current version of Argon Citizen, which Argon Citizen is included in the community alternate starts. We also have the lottery winner game start, and so with 5 of them in community alternate starts, plus Argon Citizens update and the lottery winner start, that is 7 alternate starts to the game. Along with that, we are going to be playing without the improved repair laser. I have the mod, but I do have it turned off. We have learning all the things, a mod that will cause our employed NPCs to have a standard chance of gaining experience whenever they are doing the activities that are actually in their job description. So if they're just sitting on a station, they're doing nothing but sitting around drinking coffee and shooting the bull, they gain no experience. But if they're pilots who are flying a ship, well, then there's a percentage chance that they will gain 1 point every 20 minutes. Now it takes 3 points to gain a star, so that means if they have successful random rolls in 1 hour, they could gain a star. Okay, now we also have mass move Marines and mass move service crew. These allow us to move our Marines and our service crew as groups rather than moving them individually. Moving them individually can be an incredibly tedious process. When you've got 45 or more Marines, you need to shift from a captured ship back to your various ships. We have a recycle station, which allows us to do just that, recycle space stations that we have built to get back part of the monetary value of the cost of building that station. We do not get back any materials, and we only get back a percentage of the money invested in the station. All right. Scale plate use all causes the scale plate pact, which is the pirate faction in the game, to use ships from all the different ship lists instead of just having their 3 default ships or 4 default ships. Okay, I think pirates who are out there pillaging and plundering all the time would be stealing ships. If we can manage to get pilots to bail out of their ships and take over their ships, why wouldn't the scale plate pact? All right. We have trade station sink. This causes a steady trickle of certain materials out of the inventories of trade stations to ensure that the economy does not go belly up. One of the problems with X4 Foundations is that unless a very specific set of circumstances happen within the game universe, eventually what happens is that the economy stalls and crashes. All right. In addition to this, we have various NPCs. What this does is this causes the NPCs that are wandering around the stations to have a greater variety in the skill levels that they possess. So we may find NPCs that have much lesser skills than we would normally find, but we will also find some NPCs that have much greater levels of skill than we would normally find. In addition to this, in our interface that allows us to get crew when we're either repairing or upgrading a ship or building a new ship, it adds in the ability to hire managers and hire captains that we can then put on other ships and stations. And lastly, we have shipyard shortage workaround. This is a simple mod that sees to it that if shortages are showing up at various shipyards and there are ships in the build list, that those materials make their way to that station so that there is a steady stream of ships being built. This is handy for the player, like when you go to the Talati shipyard and you want to buy a Talati ship. A lot of the times the Talati and the parentage shipyards will not have materials. And it's handy to be able to, of course, get the Talati or parentage ships, but more importantly, it means that you will not have a certain faction that will stall out in terms of their ability to produce ships. So it means the constant, steady building and release of ships by the various factions, which keeps the game universe very alive and combat very active. So there you go. That is what we have for our quality of life mods. So we will be starting a new game, and this new game will be The Betrayed Mercenary. Left to rot in jail when a team member got his job horribly wrong, you await your punishment by the Holy Order of the Pontifex in a cell in their shipyard. With focused commitment and sheer will, you were able to escape the prison. What this means is that we will be starting the game in Holy Order territory, and that we will have hostile status with them, and all hell could likely break loose practically instantaneously. So without further ado, let's get started. Don't know where we will be, don't know what will be going on, but we're going to find out soon. Here we go. We're in a ship, and we're clearly in hostile territory. And that was an anomaly. We got a base there. Let's check the radar. I've got fighters. Alright, let's get moving here. Alright, we got a ring right there. Let's go for it. Shift 1 will get us in travel mode. Let's get on out of here before we get jumped. No time to check the map. Not sure which sector we're in. So not sure exactly where we're headed here. We're definitely in the heart of Holy Order of the Pontifex space. Cardinals Redress.
Entering system. Cardinals Redress.
Okay. We are in Cardinals Redress, so yes, we are off the beaten path in Holy Order space. And we are definitely marked as hostile to the Holy Order of the Pontifex. Let's see here. Ah, yes. Indeed, indeed. Alright, well, let's kick her in the tail. There's a number of stations over here. There's got to be a gate out of here. But starting out with the Holy Order already hostile to us, that's an interesting difference. I'm not sure what kind of ship we're in here. Looks like it might be a Perseus. Check the map here. Let's try this way. It's looking relatively quiet. Oh, except for that guy right there. What do we got there? Those are raiders. Looks like they're focused on those ships. Alright, what we're going to do is we are going to drop out of our drive. We're going to shift 3 to go into long range scan. And we're Gonna do a long-range scan, see if we can find a gate. I will discuss how the controls work when we're not anywhere near as deadly a situation. Unknown object, right there.
Unknown object.
That is probably a gate. If it was a station, it would say unknown station. Yeah, we're in a Perseus. Wow, there are... Okay, don't know what it was, but it was not a gate. And we just flew right into a whole cluster of something. All right. Let's try in this direction here. So we need to get turned. Oh, it's a lockbox. It is a lockbox. What is that?
Perseus, Vanguard.
Okay, it's a bunch of marauders.
Falcon, Sentinel,
Yeah.
Nova, Vanguard.
Whole bunch of marauders. Holy crap. Get the hell out of here. There's gotta be a gate around here somewhere.
Go away.
Yeah, I am absolutely surrounded by pirates. We'll work our way this way a ways and do another long distance scan. Alright. But yeah, we are in a Perseus. I am not seeing anything. Check our location here. Alright, look, we look relatively safe now. Let's drop out of flight mode. See if we see anything out there anywhere. See, there's a lot of stations right here. Oh, look at there. Right there in plain sight. It's a ring. Let's go. That's our way out, I'm pretty sure of it. Pretty sure that's what we've been looking for right there.
Unknown object.
Because it says unknown object. And if it was the gate we came through, it would say jump gate. So it's a destroyer. Move like crazy. Alright, those are just freighters. Let's cut travel mode so we don't go through too fast. Don't want to step right into the middle of something. We're through. Nothing in our way.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Alright. So we are in Holy Vision, which is one of the main... As a matter of fact, right there is the superhighway. Alright. If we can make the superhighway, we can get out of Holy Order territory and at least breathe. We're going to take the right-hand lane. Pretty sure I know where we are now. So let's head on up. Just drift right up into it, and we're in. Okay. Now we can get someplace safe. We should be headed towards second contact, which is the first non-Holy Order location that we can get to. Yeah.
Entering system. True sight.
Once we pass through this upcoming gate, we'll be in second contact, and we can stop, we can check out our ship, we can get our bearings, and we can discuss a little bit about controls and things like that. But by golly. Whew, and we're out. All right.
Entering system. Second contact.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the superhighway. Just get a look back there. See what we got in the neighborhood here. It's a Holy Order construction vehicle, and it is under attack by the Antigone forces.
I'm going to wipe you out.
So, not bad. Let's take a look right here. We're going to see if there are any missions right here. Antigone, I missed my ride. Very easy. We're going to accept that one. And on the day of my daughter's weapon, we're going to accept that one.
I knew I could count on you.
There we go. That gets us a couple of missions, and we can start gaining some... wait, what's that?
Unknown ship.
Oh, the ship we're looking for is right there. Before we do anything else, one last thing here. We're going to go to the map. We're going to go to our property list. We are going to go to our ship, and we're going to say information and ship overview and see what we got here. Okay, yes, it is a Perseus Vanguard.
That could be your last mistake.
Basic combat engine, basic thrusters, basic shield, 2 pulse lasers, which are they're the most basic level. We've got some flight assist software and targeting software, and just us. We have room for 4 crewmen total. All right, well,
This isn't good.
if we head over and we cut loose on this ship, on the day of my daughter's wedding, basically someone has stolen a wedding ring. And what we need to do is we need to go in and hammer this ship until he decides that it's better for him to just drop it and fly away. Wait a moment, but holy cats. There
You're finished.
is a Holy Order destroyer over there. Yeah, there are Holy Order destroyers over there. That's not good. What's that?
Defense drone.
Defense drone. Alright,
Unknown
This isn't
ship.
good.
let's head for this guy and try to avoid those Holy Order ships.
Go away.
Immediate backup!
It is a Mercury Sentinel, huh? He's about to go through the jump gate. And he went. Alright, so there's a possibility that
I'll wipe you out.
we could get blown up. There's a possibility that the pilot of this ship could bail out, and we could end up capturing the ship, or as we hammer on him, he could decide that he would rather not get shot to pieces and he could dump the ring, in which case we'll pick it up and complete the mission. All right, we're in.
Entering second contact.
There he is.
7.
And that's good. This is kind of an obscure corner of the map, so it's good to get this revealed quickly. All right, he's got his travel mode on, so let's kick on our travel mode and try to catch up with him. Slow her down. At least he's far away from any local stations, so he shouldn't be able to run to a station. He's going to shoot the crap out of us. I'm sure he's got a couple of turrets. He has still got his travel mode on. So he is headed to a distinct destination. If we can manage to get right up on him and fire on him, it'll force him to drop out of travel mode. But he is... Nope, I missed him. It's very difficult to target ships while in travel mode. Alright, he's slowing down. Let's move to intercept. Yeah, he's headed to this station. Okay, that's going to make things complicated. Let's see if there are any other missions out in this area. Leak fix contract. Meh, not interested. All right. So yeah, he's moving in to dock at this plasma conductor factory. Well, so anyway, let's talk a little bit about the controls. When you're flying the ship, to steer, you hold down the left mouse button, and you'll see if I don't hold down my left mouse button and I just move my mouse around, it shows on the screen. If I hold down my left mouse button, it moves the ship around. For the actual throttle, if we roll the mouse wheel forward, it will start us moving forward. If we roll the mouse wheel back, it will start us moving back. All right. Our thrusters for fine movement are W will bring us up, S brings us down, A to the left, D to the right, and then Q is a port side roll, E is a starboard side roll. All right, and pretty much as simple as that. Our ship, all ships that we fly will have 3, possibly 4 unique modes. So if we use the shift key and one of the number keys, 1, 2, 3, or like I say in some circumstances 4, it will change the mode that we're in. Shift 1 is the travel mode that I've been using as we've been playing here. That's the one that creates the brown highlight around the cockpit, and that causes us to begin to accelerate just like that ship was using and we used to catch up with them. Shift 2 is short range scan, and you can see short range scan shows the composition of the asteroids around us. It allows us to scan other ships. It also allows us to scan modules on space stations. You'll see that on the map we can now see all of those asteroids out there, and if I exit out of the map and I turn off close range scanning, that they do not show. Alright, Shift 3 sets up a long range scan mode, and you can see that the color of the highlights around our cockpit changes with each of these, and This is used by using the L key, holding down the L key for a count of about 1001, 1002, and then releasing it. And it will send out a directional wave that scans the area that we're in. And so that's why you saw me turn in a full circle, firing it off repeatedly in order to do a scan. Now, while we're sitting here waiting for him to leave that, we're going to go into short range scan mode. And right over here on this asteroid, there is, see that little white flash? That little white flash is a cluster of crystals. And they're worth money. And so while we're waiting for this fella to finish what he's doing, we're going to come over and we're going to see what kind of crystals they are. If the crystals come in a number of different colors, and white crystals are the most valuable. And maybe we'll get lucky and they'll be white crystals. Purple are cheapest, blue are a little more valuable, yellow are even more valuable, and white are the most valuable. And it's a cluster of purple crystals. But I'll show you guys how we mine these. So what we do is we come up within range, we left click on
Asteroid.
it. There, we light it, and then we just blast it. You can see the little white bar emptying out, and once the white bar is empty, the crystals will be floating there, and all we do is we just come in and use the center portion of our screen to run them over, and they will pick them up. They will get picked up by our ship. And the little rotating blue circles made of hashed lines indicate items floating in space that can be picked up. Now, one of the things that we may end up getting when we're collecting crystals like this is we might end up with what's called an unstable crystal. The unstable crystal is necessary to build certain items, but unstable crystals are illegal in most places because they're unstable crystals. So they can be very dangerous. So what we're going to do is hit M for map, and our map gives us access to absolutely everything. We're going to go to player information, and we're going to change the logo on our ship. I'm going to change it to my Squatchcraft logo. You can do custom logos. There we go. And now we're going to look here, unstable crystal. We're going to drop that item. Oh, hey, how about that? We have a SETA unit. That is basically a jump drive. And it must be one of the benefits. Are we inside an asteroid? Are we inside an asteroid? Yes, we are. Hate when this happens. It's just a matter of I've got to find the spot to punch through. There we go. We've managed to make our way out of it. If you end up inside an item, if you can accelerate through the fast enough, you can pop back out through it. It's just one of those little glitches. Alright, we've got a pretty serious lag spike for some reason here. There, it stopped. Alright, looks like he has finally left the station.
Sentinel.
He's using his shift 1 mode to pick up speed. We're going to see if we can close in on him. We've got to try to knock him out of travel mode, so we're going to get a little ahead of him. And mark an intercept course. We may have to ram him. We are so much faster than he is. Holy crap. Oh, he's out of reach. Damn it. He's making this a struggle.
Wrecking my shields.
All right, we've knocked him out of drive.
That was we're in bad shape. Stop.
We're gonna bump him again. Don't want him to run. Slow down. As long as we keep fire on him, he can't jump out. And he's hitting us pretty hard. You gotta try to avoid his fire. Come on. There, he popped it. Let's get out of his reach. Alright, he dropped the ring. Okay, on the day of my daughter's wedding, all we've got to do is fly in and pick up the ring, and we will have succeeded with that particular mission. Now, we don't want to continue to go after him for two reasons. The first is we don't want to get ourselves a criminal status by destroying him, and we'll be forgiven any trespasses as soon as we complete this. Secondly, if we could get him to bail, we could take his ship, but we really don't have use for his ship other than selling it. So we'll make a little money here. There we go. Because it was a hard mission and we had absolutely no reputation whatsoever, we just gained 6 points of reputation through that mission. Sasquatch, Sasquatch, knocking on the trees, chucking rocks and screaming like a troop of chimpanzees. Sasquatch, Sasquatch, running around my place. Are you the missing link, or are you from outer space?